What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Zach, aka Rowdy Buckboy, here with the Good Game Nation YouTube channel. We got the Ultimate Cup coming up on Sunday. It's also on Saturday, but your boy only got into one. I decided I'm gonna come at y'all today with my, I guess, some expectations, right? Like the decks that I feel are gonna do well. The decks, most of the community is kind of on the same page. We'll get those out of the way quick and easy. Video is not going to be too long. I'm trying to keep it pretty short, simple for you guys. Most of the people out there already covered most of it in detail, so I'm just going to reiterate some of it. And yeah, man, without further ado, let's get into it, bro. So, elephant in the room, man. Yellow's in a weird spot. I think it's one of the best decks. I think it's very versatile. You got yellow, purple, yellow, red. I've seen people play yellow, blue with like Gabu Bond instead of like the traditional like yellow red with the Agubon stuff. Yeah, it's cool, man. Like it's good. Yellow purple's good. It's consistent. You know what it's gonna do. You're gonna gain all your security. You're gonna move on. It's difficult if you don't know how to play the matchup properly. You're gonna struggle with it. Moving on, I would say blue is the best deck in the game. It's consistent. It's easy to play. It's, I'm going to play my tamer down. You're going to have no guy. I'm going to stun your board. And now you can't do anything. And then eventually they just play a bunch of stuff and you just can't get over it. So blue is the best deck. I also expect blue to be the most represented deck. So I would probably give it, let's see, we're going top 32. I'm going to say 18 blue decks in top 32, maybe more based off previous results, but I'm gonna go with 18 because that brings me to the other color I want to talk about. I think purple is actually going to win the event. For one, I'm playing purple and I'm gonna win, so we're gonna take it with that. But purple right now is really well positioned. There's this aggro build going around that is very good into blue, and if you can dodge the yellow matchup, or just say maybe you're going to play one and take an auto loss, then I think you can play this aggro deck, and I think anybody can pick it up. I don't think there's a lot of explosive stuff that it can do outside of swinging 3-4 times in a turn, but purple does that anyway. If I had to choose like a deck, like personally, I'm going to play Lilithmon for the event. I think Lilithmon is the highest skill cap in the game. It reminds me a lot of Dragon Ball, and I'm very comfortable with that deck. So I'm excited to bring, my tournament results, my report, all that stuff to you guys. Show the trophy off once we win. You know how it is. After purple, man, I got to talk about red. It's explosive. They can kill you, man. Like 1 turn, 2 turns, they're gonna knock out 5 security, and probably play the Takuya and then just digivolve into the Emperor over it, or the Blitz Greymon. And this guy right here on the screen, man, this ancient Greymon, this is like their bread and butter. You know what I mean? Like if you lose the die roll and they start hatch, go into rookie, go into promo a Goonimon, you're in trouble. You're in trouble, man. Because the next turn they go, you put them to 1, and even if you put them to 1, they go activate Atomic Inferno, swing, trigger effect, and bro, upwards of 5 security that turn. And I mean, then you're on a clock. So be prepared for red. I don't expect you to see as a lot, but I would be prepared. A deck I do expect you to see a lot, but not a lot of people know the correct lines of play. Not a lot of people are like comfortable enough with the deck would be green. It's very cheap. It's very streamlined. Like your lines of play are cheap. JP is a little different than most of the hybrid stuff because JP allows you guys to digivolve for 1 instead of for 2. So your memory is you more leniency. You can do more things. You know, it's you stretch it a little further. Also, Ancient Beatlemon is cracked. Like, and you can play the deck, you know, however you want. Blue version, green version, red version. All three are viable. I've seen a green purple version go around. It's basically solely like board control. It's really good though. Ancient Beetle is a powerhouse. You know, being able to come down, swing over something, burn a damage, check for one. If you're playing the red version, you check for two usually at like 16k. So there's not many cards in the game that will beat that. It's a huge tempo play, and then you still have to worry about all the Pokemons and stuff. I hope you test it against green because you're probably going to play 3 to 4 of them. I would say. And because of that, I think the conversion rate will be pretty high. I think we'll see like maybe like 8 to 9 in top 32. I think it's pretty good. That brings us to black. All right. So I love black, man. I do. As a color, I always have from set 1. This guy is really, really good. Like Darugamon, the X antibody deck, it's kind of explosive. You know, it can happen out of nowhere. It reminds me a lot of like old Digimon. You got the traditional build up your stack and then come forward and swing for a bunch of damage. I like the card that I guess it's not underrated, but Alphamon and Security will actually just win you games. It's just, it sucks. You know, it is what it is, but when you can't attack, you can't attack. Like, what do you do about it? I think there's going to be a very little black. Very little black. But the people who do play black, I would assume, have put the time into it because this isn't something you take to an event lightly. And when they put the time into it, you better hope that you understand the mechanics. You better hope you understand what their goal is. And in order to not be thrown off, like to not be caught off guard, I would say. I guess with that being said, so to wrap it up, man, going into this event, blue, you got to be prepared for blue, yellow, purple. Those are the main things. And like, if you can beat 2 out of those 3 decks, I think you're going to have success no matter what color you choose to take to the event. With that being said, I am going to come back to you guys with my championship profile. Be on the lookout for it. If you guys like the content, like, subscribe, follow. If you don't like the content, let us know why. You know, we appreciate it. We'll see y'all next time. Take it easy. All right. We out. Fuck it.